to Madam Najiha. My name is Renu, Tharshini, Vijayan, and my matrix number is UDE210158. Now, I'm going to explain about the introduction of Berjaya Food. On October 21, 2019, Berjaya Food Berhad was incorporated in Malaysia. On December 3, 2009, it was transformed into a public limited company, and on March 8, 2011, it was listed on Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad's main market. Berjaya Roasters STN-BHD, which is called as B Roasters, was bought and become a wholly owned subsidiary of B Food in January 2011 as part of the listing scheme. In Malaysia, B Roasters is responsibility in creation and management of the Kenny Rogers Roasters restaurant chain. On July 26, 2011, B Food entered into a conditional joint venture agreement with PT Mitra Samaya, PT Harapan Swati Sentosa, and PT Boga Lestari Sentosa. For a cash payment of RM71.7 million, B Food finalized the acquisition of 11,500 ordinary shares of RM1 each, representing a 50% ownership stake in Berjaya Starbucks Coffee Company STN-BHD, which is Starbucks, on July 19, 2012. Starbucks Coffee International Incorporation retained the remaining 50% share position. B Food concluded its right issues on August 9, 2012, and new shares and warrants issued as a result of the rights issue were listed on Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad's main market. B Food finalized the purchase of ordinary shares of RM1 each on September 18, 2014 for a total cash payment of $88 million, representing the remaining 50% ownership stake in B Starbucks not owned by B Food. B Starbucks is now a 100% owned subsidiary of B Food. For a cash payment of $19.02 million, B Food bought a 100% ownership stake in Jollibee Foods Pte. Ltd, which is located in Singapore. On October 7, 2013, Berjaya Food STN-BHD became a wholly owned subsidiary of B Food, entered into a joint venture shareholders agreement with Deluxe Daily Food STN-BHD for the subscription of an 80% equity interest in Berjaya Food Supreme STN-BHD, which is a Brunei Darussalam incorporated company to operate the Starbucks coffee chain of cafes in Brunei. Deluxe was responsible for the remaining 20% of the subscriptions. BFI and Sobogeno STN-BHD entered into a subscription shareholders agreement on August 19, 2020 for the planned subscription of 50% of the enlarged issued share capital of share for a total share cash subscription price of 250,000 ringgit. Under the name Sala, Sarah runs a Latin-inspired Tex-Mex plant-based vegan restaurant. Thank you.
Hi, my name is ANAK KUYONG. My metric number is UDE210114. For my part, I will calculate the liquidity ratio. First is current ratio. The formula of current ratio is current ratio equal to current assets divided by current liability. The current ratio of the year 2020 is 0.23 and the year of the 2021 is 0.25. After the acid test ratio, the formula at acid test ratio is acid test ratio equal to current assets deducts inventory and divide by current liability. The amount of acid test ratio of the year 2020 is 0.13 and the year of 2021 is also the same, is 0.13. Thank you.
Hi, I am SURESH SANTHANASAMY and my matrix number is UDE210172, and I'll be explaining my part, which are the inventory turnover ratio, account receivable turnover ratio, and account payable turnover ratio. The inventory turnover ratio can be calculated by dividing cost of sales over stock. Meanwhile, when calculating in days, it can be calculated by dividing the stock over the cost of goods sold and multiplied by 365 days. So at the year of 2020, Berjaya Food Berhad has replaced or purchased new inventory about 14.23 times and within 26 days. So this shows that the inventory was sold out more efficiently and the company is managing its inventory well. As for the year of 2021, Food Berjaya Food Berhad has replaced or purchased new inventory for about 13.27 times and within 29 days. So this shows that their sales are quite not good compared to the previous year. Second of all, it's about account receivable turnover ratio. So it can be calculated by the credit sales, by dividing the credit sales over the trade of debtor. Meanwhile, when calculating in days, it can be calculated by dividing the trade of debtors over the credit sales and then multiply by 365 days. In the year of 2020, Berjaya Food Berhad was able to collect its debts for about 28.07 times and within 15 days to collect debt from their customers. So this shows that the company are less efficient in collecting the debts from its customer. In the year of 2021, Berjaya Food Berhad was able to collect its debts for 31.02 times and within 11 days to collect debts from their customer. So this shows that the Berjaya Food Berhad are able to collect the debts efficiently. Last but not least is the account payable turnover ratio. It can be calculated by dividing the credit purchases over the trade creditors. Meanwhile, in calculating in days, it can be calculated by dividing the trade creditors over credit purchase and then multiply by the 365 days. So at the year of 2020, Berjaya Food Berhad were able to settle its debt to its supplier for about 4.58 times and within 80 days to settle their debt. So this shows that the Berjaya Food Berhad does not perform well in settling in debt. Meanwhile, at the year of 2021, Berjaya Food Berhad was able to settle its debts to its supplier for about 5.87 times and within 62 days. So which this shows that Berjaya Food Berhad was able to settle all of its debts in a short period of time. And that's all from me. I'll pass on to the next person.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is MUHAMAD HAIKAL bin AZHAN and my matrix number is UDE210177. And this part, I'm going to talk about the number 3 and number 4, where is number 3 is return on asset and number 4 is the return on equity. So for the number 3, 2019, for every RM1 of asset that the firm invests in, the management of Berjaya Food Berhad will generate a return after tax of 0.0282 ringgits. And for the 2020 year, every RM1 of asset that firm invests in, the management of Berjaya Food Berhad having a loss in return after tax of 0.0163 ringgits, where it due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So for the number 4, return on equity for the 2019, the year 2019, every RM1 of asset that available to the firm or that the firm invests in, the management for that company able to generate a return after tax of 0.0659 ringgits. And for the next year, the year 2020, every RM1 of asset that made available to the firm or the firm invest in, the management of Berjaya Food Berhad is having loss to the return after tax of 0.0603 ringgits. Is also due to the COVID-19 pandemics in 2020. And that's all from me, and thank you very much for hearing, and I will pass to the next presenter.
Hi, my name is DANISH bin FADLI. My matrix number is UDE210176. I will explain about the efficiency ratio. Number 1 is earning per share in 2019 for every one ordinary share held by shareholders. Berjaya Food Berhad has earned 90.92 ringgit of income, which may be either distributed to ordinary shareholders as dividends or be kept in the firm as retained earning but still belong to the ordinary shareholder. In 2020, for every one ordinary share held by shareholders, Berjaya Food Berhad has earned 82 80 ringgit 22 cents of income, which may be either distributed to ordinary shareholders as dividends or be kept in the firm as retained earning, but still belong to the ordinary shareholders. And then I will explain about the return on capital employed in 2019. For every 1 ringgit of funding provided to the management of Berjaya Food Berhad, the firm is able to earn a return of 0 ringgit 54 annually on average. In 2020, for every 1 ringgit of funding provided to the management of Berjaya Food Berhad, the firm is lost a return of 0 ringgit 0.256 annually on average. Okay, thanks.
Hello, my name is RAMYAA BALU. My matrix number is UDE210186. For the leverage ratio, we separated in two parts, which is debt ratio and interest cover ratio. In 2020, the debt ratio that we get is 0.73. It indicates that the company has more assets than debt. And for the interest cover ratio, in 2020 is 1.03. It specifies that the company has low amount profits to deal with the debt. Moreover, in 2021, the debt ratio that we get is 0.69. It indicates that the company has more assets than debt. And for the interest cover ratio in 2021 is 4.54. That shows that the company has enough profits to deal with the debt.
Hence Ramya, good morning, madam. I am Tan Xing Yuan, and the metro number is UD210126. Now I am going to explain about the gross profit margin, operating profit margin, and profit before tax margin for Berjaya company that we calculate. In 2020, the gross profit margin is 4.67%. It indicates that the company has more revenues than cost of goods sold. About the operating margin is negative 11.95%. So it indicates that the company has amount loss to deal with the operating expense. Then profit before tax margin is negative 27%. It indicates that the revenues is not enough to cover up of the firm or business expenses. Thank you. I am going to pass the next person.
Alright, hi everyone. So let's go to the recombination. With me, my name is TENGKU DANIAL AFROZE bin TENGKU NAZWA NAIM. And my matrix number is UDE210128. Okay. So before we start, I will introduce a little bit about our company. As you guys know, our company name is Berjaya Food Berhad, which is B Food. Okay. And our main manufacturers is first Berjaya Roaster Sedang Berhad. Second, Berjaya Starbucks Coffee Company Sedang Berhad. And the last is Jollibee Foods. Alright. So, what is the purpose of the report? Okay, the purpose of the report is to attract investors to invest for our company. So, we provide all the information for investors make their decision. By the information given, okay, our company really hopes that the investors make a good action by invest to our company. Moreover, the report shows where the weakness or the strengths of the company, where the company can improve. Okay, so from all the report, we can see that our company has earned sufficient revenue to more than cover the cost of sales, and moreover, our company has more asset than that. So don't worry. Okay, you guys can investing in our company because we will give a great return. Right, that's all from me. Bye.